Morning, boys. We are 7:21 on my way down to the shop this morning. We've got kids on half term. My eldest has got she's going horse riding, isn't she, Jess?
Yeah.
She's going horse riding today for a birthday party, so I've got little Jessica with me. Give everyone a wave. You're hiding in the corner. Don't be shy. So she's coming to help me out today. We had a crazy weekend. So Saturday I didn't film much, mainly because I was cleaning most of it. We had a El Grande in. One of my jobs for Saturday cancelled. We had an El Grande in that I had to put a sub and amp in, but it was his own sub. It was a Sony one, active with a little round bass controller. My advice, if you're looking at an underseat subwoofer, don't buy it, it's terrible. He supplied his own stuff, didn't talk to me about it, just, you know, this is what I've bought, can you fit it? So I said yes, but honestly, really was not impressed at all. It's crazy to think how loud the HS10 and the HS8 are when you listen to stuff like that, because it really was bad. But anyway, he had a Nissan El Grande, and it was a 4x4 version with the seats that pivot and everything, so it had captain seats. It was the luxury model, so it had like full leather recliners. It was a nice old bus, but there was absolutely nowhere, because everything moved, to put the subwoofer. We couldn't screw it to anything. So in the end, he had like a center console that he wanted it on the back of that, and the problem was the cap at the top opened up backwards, and as it opened up, it took up some of the rear space. So I had to space the subwoofer away from the box with brackets, because it was about the only place it was going to fit inside his vehicle. And I didn't film much of it because it took me ages, and it was really frustrating and really annoying. And to be honest, I swore just as much as Nat.
Just f***ing out of it.
From Australia. So I didn't film it because it would have made good content. And then Saturday night, me, John and Dom, my best buddies, we went up to Cafe No Machine and we had some food and beer. Had a little wander around. There's a clip. Boys, we've made it out to C&M. Just had some food. I'm with John and Dom. Oi! Say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Right, car reviews with John and Dom.
Wow.
And then Sunday we spent down the workshop. Well, we went swimming in the morning first, didn't we? Don't sit like that with a seatbelt, I hurt you. We did swimming in the morning, and you did some good swimming, didn't you? Learned some new strokes. And then in the afternoon we went back to the shop and we did a hell of a lot more cleaning, and it really does look like I've got a nice new workshop again, which is great. So kind of walking in this morning to not the normal mess and all the fun bits. Today I've already had one drop off. We've got to replace the camera again on a 4x4, but this time we are not using Connex 2 part, we're going to something else. So we're using a different camera this time on this vehicle, and hopefully it's going to last. And I think I've got I want to say it's a Fiat, could be wrong, but a girl's car coming in. She's bought an amplifier, and I think she's got some speakers to change, so we're doing that today as well. So that's my second job of the day. And the rest of it, what we're doing, Jess? Chilling, eating cakes, fun stuff, all of that. So I'll see you in a bit when we get to work. Bye. Morning, dudes. How we doing? Right, just a little heads up. I've bought, obviously, the LED kit, right? It's got a box for your Bluetooth connection. It's got waterproof connections, right, which is a good thing. Plastic is a bit tinted out, not sure why they've tinted it out, and it is quite hot. The ends are heat shrinked, right, so that would be good. But this company, Magic Lantern, they will not let you use the control at all until you allow them access to your microphone, or your device information and other information off your device, connections, internet, IMEI, all of that stuff. And it also wants access to my storage. So it wants pictures, videos, all of that stuff to be allowed before it will even let me use this. So I've obviously denied it and complained to Amazon, and I'm going to get a refund on it. So be careful what you allow on your phones when you buy this crap, because this Chinese company will not let me use it until I've allowed them access to my personal information, and that's not happening. What a joke. Oh, back to the drawing board. Let's find another kit. See you soon. I almost forgot. Check this out, everyone. So obviously I need to sort this out. My toolbox needs cleaning, but our little tidy at the weekend. How big the shop is now. There's no crap everywhere. We've got everything tidied up, put on shelves, loads of space. Oh, feels nice to come in and see this in the morning rather than a menage of mess, that's for sure. Obviously I need to find somewhere to put the seats and the aircon units so I can move and stuff. But yes, we've got some new bits and bobs and it feels good. Tidy good. I've ordered the sockets for the wheels because I need to take them apart with some special sockets, and I need it all tidy up. But other than that, loads more space. Clean workshop. See you in a bit. Morning guys. Right, first one's in. So we got this Clio. It's got standard audio, so touchscreen head unit. It's got the door speakers, which in the front are broken, so we've got to replace mid and tweeter package on this. And we've also got a 4-channel amp she's bought to put in. We've got some Stinger sound treatment dampening, so we've got to put that in as well. Got the speaker adapters, a JBL component set, and a 4-channel Aura amp, which we can get wired up to yeah, all of the car speakers. So this is first one today. The reverse camera we've got to swap over on the Shogun has turned up too, and also I've got a Fiat 500 that's popped in. That's having a big Sony 9-inch touchscreen single DIN fascia and under seat sub. So I better get my ass in gear. Come back to you in a bit. See you soon. Right then dudes, so we've got adapter in, got the big ass rivets out. We're going to solder on this connection, same thing again. So we've got tweeter in the dash, mid-range in the door. So we'll do our connection here for the mid, that'll run to the head unit, and then we'll do our amp split, crossover internally. So crossover into the mid, which will run to here, and then we'll run a new line up to the tweeter, which will go feed that there. We get these soldered onto this door speaker. We've got our sound treatment in, a little sheet of roadkill, and we'll run the cables through here, pop our speaker in, solder the connection, and then carry on. It can be a busy ass day today. I've seen a few people now with these JBL speakers. I'm guessing somebody has a bit of a discount going, whether that's like a car shop or an Amazon thing, I don't know, but I keep seeing this kind of type of JBL. Get these soldered in. and then we'll start the other side, do the tweeter, and then get ready for the connections on the amp forwards and backwards. The seat does not look a viable option to get the amp located, so we may be going all the way to the boot with it, which is a bit of a pain in the backside. Kind of wanted to run it a bit closer. Right, let's get this thing screwed in. Job done. Got some sound tape on there as well, so got the vibration on the plastic. Get this screwed up and then start the tweeter, work across, and then we're on the amp. Probably going to use an ISO extension to get everything kind of hooked up where we want it. I made a little cutout in the vent there just so I can move stuff around. It should be fairly straightforward, he says. Famous last words, isn't it, of this channel? Easy days and fairly straightforward. I should stop jinxing myself, really. Really shaky hands today. I have normally, but today I seem to be running in overdrive. Let's hope the door card fits back on with this in the way, because the standard speaker is only a 10. And although they make an adapter for it, it's not to say it's going to fit. That's its original plan. Not sure why we've got a loose bolt in there, but whatever. So I like that. So we're now going to this. See you in a bit. Right everyone, let's have a little update on this, because at the minute, it's been a pain in the ass. So, material behind the seats. There's no support. So what I've had to do is put wood behind the seats and then screw the amp to the wood and then zip the seat back up. So we've got all our feeds in, speaker feeds, power feeds, that's all down running to the front of the car. Head unit is out. We've got our signal cables here ready to go, and I've got a wire adapter which I'm going to use to put the ins and outs to it. Now originally we were talking about tweeters up there, obviously doing the crossover between the door kind of thing. That dash is solid, there's nothing under there, there's no tweeter there, it's a gimmick. So unfortunately, although I've built the doors back together, both of them are done, I'm now going to have to take them back off, and I think I'm going to have to cut the tweeter into here and glue it in, because I can't get the tweeter in there, it's not deep enough. Problems. See you in a bit, bye. So we've now got our crossover situated on the door. I've clocked the speaker round, crossovers here, tweeters cut into the door. Just going to put some bullet connectors on so we can remove this thing at ease without it causing a problem if you need to service or get into the door card. The speaker connection is still soldered. Oh, real world problems. So we got our amp on, all the connections are made. But the door cards back off and glued in some tweeters where they need to be, because we can't get them up there. And she hasn't got a radio code. I can't do anything else. Can't even test it or set it up. Oh dear. Apparently she had the radio replaced a few years ago. I do not have the radio booklet, neither does she. So this one is as far as I can go with it, as I can't do anything else until we've got that code. What a palaver. Right, it's gone 1 o'clock. This one is finished, and now I better start the other two I've got coming in today. Well, at least it looks nice, isn't it? See you in a bit, everyone. Right then, everyone, so little Jessica's been learning the trade. Don't look so embarrassed. So we've got the Sony in. Unfortunately, I can't bolt it in because he supplied me all of his gear, and all the bolts for the head unit, the bracket, are missing. So it's wedged in at the minute. We've got our underseat Pioneer. That's just there, doing its thing. Steering controls are all working. But at the minute I can't do anything about the fact that if he accelerates hard enough, that face is going to land on his lap. But the Abarth is done. Happy days. On to the next. Reversing camera. Oh, and I've got this week's job in as well. More to come from that in a bit. See you in a bit. Right then, guys. Cleo's just been picked up. We managed to get the right radio code for it in the end. A little conversation with Renault to get the right radio code, but we got there. That's done. Fiat 500's been picked up. He's going to contact the people he bought the stereo from. It was a mail order company, so what I reckon's happened is somebody bought the radio, they sent it out, they unpacked it, realised it wouldn't fit their car, and they sent it back, but in the meantime they lost the bag of screws, so he's got to contact the sales team and get another bag of screws sent out, and then that can be refitted. But it's done, it works, it just obviously has the risk of falling off the dash. We have the Q8, or sorry, Q7, the newer version, that's just arrived, ready for a week's worth of work. We are doing front and rear cameras in this thing. Just has been a little superstar today. We've got front and rear dash cameras to put in this thing, black view. We've got sub and amp to do. He's got his own sub and amp active, which is in the back here, and I have to do 2 packs of sound treatment Vibe. So we've got a kicker converter. The key LOC is going to run the signal into this, so it's safe. We have front and rear dash cameras to do, key LOC to separate the signal, put his bass in, and then sound treat all of the doors. We've got 2 packs of Dynamat that we're going to fill this thing full of stuff to make it nice and silent. It's not bad, but we can make that quieter. But he's on holiday. I've got the car till Friday, so I've got basically 4 days to strip it, do all the bits and bobs we need to, get it sounding posh. He likes his reggae, he likes his bass, he likes it low, and that's what we do best, right? But that is it from me today. A very, very busy day. The Shogun, meant to talk to you about that. So the Shogun has a, leave that over there, bub, The Shogun has a power issue. It's not a camera failure, although we've done 3 cameras in it. It's not the camera that's at fault. The actual issue is the car. So at the battery there's 14.3 volts. When it's gone into reverse we get 10.3 if we're lucky. Sometimes the camera flickers on, sometimes it flickers off, but we need to basically do like a relay system straight from the battery. The back of the car is not getting good power, so whether that's old, age, corrosion, whatever, we're not changing another camera on it. It's down to a power issue. So we're going to relay the car next time it comes in at the end of the month, and we're going to put relays on the reverse signal, use it as a trigger, and actually take the power feed directly from the battery instead. So that's it. One busy day. I'm going to pack up, cut this video up for you lot, and I'll see you in the morning for Snap on Tuesday, and we can start messing. See you then, everyone. Have a good evening. Take care. Ciao.
What is this thing? No, turn around. Look, something much more interesting.
Have a look at that. What? Give it a rev.